You alright guys, I'm Kai, and this is a tutorial on the monkey vault. So for the first progression, it's going to be a lot easier if you've already learned how to do the side vault. You can check out the link above to learn how to do that if you haven't already. So you're going to start approaching the box. You're going to start without any momentum this time, and you're going to put both hands on the box and jump up and try and get both of the feet up to the side of your hands. So just jumping up and putting both feet up, similar to the way we did in the side vault tutorial before. If you need progressions for that, then you can check out that tutorial. As you're getting used to this, you want to steadily try and bring your feet closer and closer to your hands. So if you're starting with your feet quite far out, that's okay. But then try and bring them in closer and closer towards your hands. It's going to make it a lot easier as we go into the next progression. Okay, now you're more comfortable with that, we're going to go into the second progression. For this, you're going to actually have a bit more run up and you're going to start working on the monkey vault itself. So you're going to start, so you're just one step away from the box. So you're going to come in and you're going to end up landing with your arms pretty much out in front of you, already be able to reach the box. So you shouldn't be diving into the box, you should already be able to reach the box from where you're taking off. So what you're going to do is you're going to jump in and land 2 feet, pushing down on your arms, lifting your chest up, and the goal is to get your feet up between your hands. So to begin with, this is going to feel quite scary. If you're afraid of going for it straight away, then don't be afraid to just do a couple of repetitions where you're just jumping up and feeling what it's like, and seeing how the gap is between your hands, seeing if you can get your feet up between them. When you feel comfortable and ready to go for it, what you're going to do is you're going to jump off 2 feet, push down, and bring your knees up into your chest nice and tight. That's the key to getting this up there. You want to push off your hands and bring your knees up nice and tight to your chest, giving you as much space as possible to get your feet up on top of the wall. Notice as well, as I'm jumping, my arms are behind me, so I'm landing with 2 feet, pressing down on the wall. So as I'm coming in, I'm jumping, I'm pushing with my hands. So the arms coming in is helping to bring my chest down into the position that's going to help me to press up and give me that height that I need to get on top of the box. So the third progression, we're going to work on the actual vault itself. This time, we're going to clear the box. So again, you're going to start in the same position with the 1-step jump in. You're going to jump in with both hands behind, ready, chest down, eyes lined, getting closer to the wall. So you bring your chest down, you're bending your knees, your hands are there on the wall ready to go. This time, as you're pushing, you want to really think about getting your hips up in the air. Your hips should end up being along the same kind of line as your chest, so you're jumping up into this kind of position here. So then as you're pushing with your hands, you want to push up as much as possible with your arms, push up, and as soon as you reach the maximum push, you should be able to come up off your fingers and bring your arms out behind you, pushing the box behind you while your hips are up in the air in that tuck position. And then all you're going to do is lift your chest up afterwards, after you've pushed away from the box, which is going to bring your hips forwards and allow you to reach down towards the ground. Consider here is about the hip position relative to your shoulder position. So the higher the hips get within reason, makes a lot more space between your arms for your body to pass through. Also, you want to make sure that you're not delaying with your hands on the wall for too long, so it's going to make it a lot more difficult. You want to use it as an assistance rather than like a holding position. So you're using it to press off the wall to generate more power rather than holding your hands on the wall and trying to pass through, because it's going to make it a lot more difficult. So this is pretty much the monkey vault. This is what you're going to need to get used to that feeling of passing over the wall with your legs going between your hands. It feels kind of scary to begin with, but as soon as you get used to it, it's a really useful vault for generating a lot of power. So for the fourth progression, I'm actually going to teach you what we call the split step or gallop. which is going to be the perfect way to take off for the conch vault. So you're going to replace the 2-footed punch with the gallop, and it's going to make it a lot more efficient, a lot better for your body. So to do this, you're just going to work on the takeoff itself. You don't need to vault, you're just going to do the takeoff and do a jump. So again, you're going to do the same kind of thing. You're going to just do one step in, but this time you're going to step in and land 1, 2, and then both feet together. So you land with both feet separately, but close together, and you're going to take off with both feet at the same time. So it's 2 hits, close together, but then instantly into the jump. So similar to the block, but with a staggered step. So 1, 2, jump. Again, really notice my arm position as I'm coming into the gallop. My arms are behind me, ready to throw up in front of me. It's exactly the same in the jump as it is in the monkey vault. Your arms are coming up, ready to push and get your chest up and pass through. Comfortable with progression 3 and progression 4, it's time to connect those two together. So you're going to actually do the monkey vault the same way you've been doing it before in progression 3, but you're going to add the gallop from progression 4. This is going to make it a lot easier to generate power out of, and it's going to be way easier to use it in the future in any connections or anything you want to do, and it's just the better way to do it. So just like in the third progression, you're going to start to step away, but this time instead of jumping into this block, you're going to jump in and do the gallop. So you're not going to jump in and punch. Instead, you're going to jump in, 1, 2, hands on and push. So notice the arms are behind, ready, the chest is coming in low, same as before, and then I'm pressing with my arms, pulling my arms behind me while lifting my hips up in the air, and then after clearing the box, I'm pulling my chest back, reaching forward my hips and reaching out my legs to land. Big problem I often spot when a lot of people add the split step is they end up driving with the back leg to try and get over the wall. That's actually a really bad technique. It restricts a lot of power and makes it a lot harder. So make sure you don't do that. If you're struggling with that and you start doing that technique, then go back to the third progression. Work on doing the monkey vault from that 2-footed block takeoff, so you can really work on that movement, that feeling of pushing from that block, and then come back to the split step when you feel more comfortable with it. Another really important thing to consider is the arm positions. You want to make sure your arms are behind you as you're coming in before the monkey vault. It's going to make it a lot easier. If you already start with your arms out in front of you as you're running in, it's not going to put your body in the position you want it to be in, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to Storm for more content and click that little bell button, and you'll get a notification every time we upload a new video. Also, let us know in the comment section down below what tutorial you want to see in next week's episode. And check out the links to our Patreon and our shop in the description down below where you can buy some new Storm Free On clothing. I'll see you next time.